Hello everyone, my name is Gonugunta Fani and I am pursuing software engineering course in MTech integrated program at Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Today I am here to make a game project on using data structures. My game name is Minimum Gems. It is a simple game playing with the arrays. It is a two-player game and let me explain the game concept using one person. And note that in my game code I have used arrays and some sorting techniques to prepare the game code. Here, let it be an array containing the 5 elements, and there is a person standing at the initial index. The aim of this game is that the person should reach the end of the array, making minimum jumps. Here, jumps are nothing but it depends on the value at that particular index. Here, for example, the person is standing at the index 0 and that value is at that index is 2, so he could jump at most to 2 blocks. So he can jump to either 1 or as per his wish he can also jump to 3, because if a person is having ability to jump to 1, he can also have the ability to jump to 3, right? So this is the condition. So and for this, these are the two possible conditions that a person could make, reaching the 3 or reaching 1. Let me take this condition and explain you the game. If the person reaches the index 2 and that value at this index is 1, right, so he can make only one jump, and this is a one and only possible condition for that person. Now he will reaches at this index 3, and after that the index at this index 3 also is 1. The value is 1, so he could jump to at most one block, and that one block will becomes the end of that array, and which results our game condition satisfied. He reached the end of the array. So now we will calculate number of jumps he took to reach the end of this array from initial index. Here he took 1 plus 1 plus 1, which results 3 jumps. So for reaching the end of that array from initial index, he took 3 jumps. Like that, in this condition also, the value at this particular index is 3. So he has three possible conditions to reach from 3 to 1 or 3 to another one, or from directly 3 to 4. So after calculating all these possible conditions, which results that person will finally reach to the end. You can observe all the persons reach it, to the final end, but the condition is that the person should make the minimum jumps. So for this we will calculate the minimum jumps, and among the 4 3 2 2, 2 is minimum number, right? So for this array a person could make minimum 2 jumps to reach the array. So this is a game concept, and as we have discussed earlier, there will be two persons, right? So that person is the winner who will reach the end in making minimum jumps. Let me take to the code part. Note that I have used arrays and sorting techniques, right? I have used array because the array will store the elements at contiguous memory locations, which will allow the user to make some operations easily, like insertion, deletion, and display functions. The user can make easy comparing to the other data structures. And also in this data structure, for storing the value, for storing the address of next element, it will not take any memory space, but in that other data types like linked list, it will take some memory to store the next element address. So array will take less memory comparing to the other data structure. And also this game is based upon the arrays, right? So I have used arrays as a data structure in this game, and also I have used the sorting techniques for this game. That sorting technique is the bubble sort. Here is the bubble sort code. I have used bubble sort because comparing to the other sorting techniques, it will be sorting the array, making in minimum lines of the code. That means in the with minimum lines we can achieve the sorted array. This will makes comfortable to the space complexity. And let me run this code to explain this game better. Here, it is showing the rules of this game, that it is a two-player game, and as we have discussed earlier, there will be two persons, right? So one person, or means that first person will give the array, challenging the second person to jump, and vice versa. You will understand this statement clearly while executing this code. And as we have discussed earlier, that person is the winner who reaches the end, making minimum jumps. Let me press any enter to continue in this game. So here you can observe that it is asking person 1 to enter the elements. Now person 2 will accept this challenge given by person 1, and he will traverse the array in order to reach the end, making minimum jumps. So as a person 1, I am entering the elements in scrambled way. The elements are in not in order. They are chaotic. Here you can observe I have entered these elements in chaotic manner, but it is showing these elements in a sorted, because we have used the bubble sort as I have explained it to you earlier. So the code will determine the minimum jumps made by this person to reach the end is 5. It is displaying that minimum jumps made by this person is 5, and vice versa we are doing nothing but person 1 will jump when person 2 will enter the elements. As a person 2, I am entering the elements now. At this index 0 we have entered 2, and that index 1 we have entered 1, like that at index 2, at index 3, at index 4, at index 5, like that we will enter these elements. Note that here there is a loophole in that code. Nothing but if a person will enter the element 0, that person will never reaches the end, because let me consider this array, and instead of this one, let me consider there is a 0. So how can he start this game without having any number to jump? So this should be avoid. To overcome this problem, I have used some lines of code that will display an error message if a user will enter 0 or any number less than 0. Let me enter 0 and show you that error. Yeah, you can see that it is displaying an error that please enter the integer between 1 and 7. So it is requesting the user to not to enter below 0. And also you can observe that it is asking to enter the element between 1 and 7 only, because I have predefined this condition in my game code that to take the elements between 1 and 7, because to make this game challenging I have restricted this array elements to up to 7, because if the elements are having much value, that means if they are having 9 or if they are having 8, so the person will reach the end sooner than they expected, so there will be no challenging in this game, right? So that's why I have predefined that the element should be from 1 to 7. Note that you can also take the elements uh, in any from any order, from between any digits. We can for that we have to make changes in the code. Now we will enter the value at the index 6. We will continue to add them. uh, Now I'm entering and 6. We have entered these elements also in the chaotic order. These are not in correct order, but after sorting it will display the array, and person 1 reaches this array by making 4 jumps. So you can observe that the difference between the both persons reaching the end for different arrays. So here person 1 reached the array in 4 jumps, then 5, making minimum. So that's why person 1 is declared as a winner of this game. I hope you like this game, and let me show you the game code, explain the game code for better understanding. Here let me start this game code explaining from the main function. These are the printf statements that are asked that are explaining the rules to the user. And now you can observe that these are the game rules, and this is a piece of code that is asking the that is taking the elements from the user and storing in an array, and this is the piece of code that will display error if the person will not interesting to give the elements between 1 and 7. After this, we can observe that this is the bubble sort code, and these three lines will swap the elements in that array to make this array sorted. And now after this, these are the lines of the code that will print the array. And here you can observe that it in the printf statement it is included that min jumps a0 n minus 1. This is nothing but this function is passing the arguments to the function defined in the initial code. Here is the function that we have used at bottom. Mingems int a, int l, comma h. Here, these are the parameters that this function is accepting. And note that here, this is the array that is accepting of int data type, and l and h are nothing but the lower and upper bounds of that array. Int max is the variable that will store the possible conditions that a person could traverse in that array. And here you can observe that it is returned again for recursively calling again and again uh, to filter the minimum jumps, which is nothing but it will recursively call min jumps to finally finding the best route for that person to reach the end, making minimum jumps. Here, and you can observe that this function is returning the min of int data type. Here min is nothing but the variable that will store the minimum number of jumps that a person could make, and it will be returned to this printf statement, and it is printed. And also you can observe that these are the two variables of the both persons who made the minimum jumps respectively of both person 1 and person 2. After comparing these both results, means that after comparing the both minimum jumps, that person will be considered as the winner who will make the minimum jump. That means whose minimum jump value is lesser than the minimum jump of the next person. So like that, this is the game code. I hope you have liked my game. Thank you.